That is why he uses this trick. And it works. It's been working throughout history. And he still uses it and it's working.
Why should all generations fall for this trick, this singular trick?
Hello there, my name is Ebenezer Quest. This is Eqay Inspire, your wellspring of life transforming videos, and you are welcome. Today I have something very special for you. I'm going to be speaking to you about something that can give you complete clarity about how to handle life. Just one fact, and it's about this man called Lucifer.
Jesus is Lord!
And he has only one trick, which I'm going to expose to you and show you how you can play around that for your benefit and for life in its essence.
Continue.
So that you'll be fulfilled in the true sense of the word when you're done with life. So stick around and we're going to break down the ice together. Catch you on the flip side. So, every single thing the devil does, Satan does, Lucifer does, is just for one purpose or through one strategy. He has only one that I've found, and that is to create the idea of self-dependence or independence. Self-dependence, self-fulfillment. This is very crucial. Now, I'll give you 4 scenarios. Number 1, it happened in heaven. The Bible recounts that there was a war in heaven and a third of the angels fell with Satan. Why would there be a war? Wars are fought to be won. So in essence, Satan wanted to overthrow God. Satan created the idea of becoming as powerful, not being dependent, not being submissive, becoming independent, self-dependent, and self-fulfilled, being your own master in essence. That was what caused the war and the downfall of Satan and the other angels that were all sacked from heaven. Number 2, it happened in the Garden of Eden, and it led to the fall of man, which was when Satan once again created the idea in Eve's mind and in Adam's mind indirectly that they would become like God. They will become their own masters, self-dependent, independent, self-fulfilled, not submissive to the greater power, and that was what led to the downfall of man. Follow me closely. Number 3, it happened when Satan was tempting Jesus, and you will see that in all 3 scenarios, the only thing he wanted to push, the only agenda he wanted to push was for Jesus Christ to see himself as independent, self-dependent, non-submissive, and his own master. The first one, he says, if you are the Son of God, turn this stone into bread. If Jesus is somebody who is minded about, what I can do, showing off my power as the Son of God, he would be tempted to create that idea of my own master. I'm my own boss. I'm not dependent. I can do this for myself. I can do anything for myself. He would have fallen for that. The second one, he says, jump out. And as the word says, you will send angels to protect you, which was in the Bible. But the idea that if you are truly the Son of Man is creating that idea that, I'm my own boss, I'm my own master, I am independent, I am self-dependent, I can do anything I want. I wield all this power to command a lot to happen, to have nothing happen to me because I'm the Son of God. He would have fallen for that. The third one was crystal clear. Satan says, I'll give you everything in the world if you just bow to me. He is creating the idea that he wants Jesus to be to think like he is master of everything, which he is. But I'm just showing you how Satan thinks. Okay, he's trying to make Jesus think that I will have all the power in the world. I'll be my own master. I'll be my own boss. I'll be self-dependent, independent, self-fulfilled. Have everything. That's his trick. Number 4, and that is what is happening in our current day. The idea of self-dependence, independence, your own mastery, owning everything you have, not submitting to what society thinks, religion thinks, being your own boss, living the life that you want, fulfilling your own desires, whatever they are, that is what is seen as freedom and true fulfillment, which is a trick, his old trick. So this day, there is nothing like, okay, there is, but most people are beginning to think if they are supposed to conform to certain norms, to certain ideals, to certain strategies, to certain expectations, whatever they are, whether they are good or bad, so far as it is not coming out of them, they are being enslaved in a way. They are not being their own bosses. So when it comes to sexuality, everybody wants to, well, many people are now wanting to have their own preference, have their own inventions. When it comes to what to believe about life, what to think of even as success, people want to champion this idea that you have to find yourself, discover who you are, become what you want to become. Don't listen to what anyone will tell you. So that in essence, you become your own boss, your own master, non-submissive, independent, the same old tricks. Now, there's nothing wrong with fulfilling what you are here for. In fact, the truth is that, and we'll come to that the truth about fulfillment has to do with finding out what you are here to do, okay? But that has to be subjected to a master. That's the difference. If it has to come from only you, that is the trick, and that's the thin line. But if it comes from a master, the person who sent you here, what you are here to actually do, that is the thin line between fulfillment and going in this spiral of unfulfillment. And we'll get to that. Now I want to tell you, why does Satan use this method? Why of all things would he want to create the idea of self-independence, self-fulfillment and all that? Now, it is simply because it doesn't work. There is nothing like that. If you get to the end of self, whatever you want to have, when you get there, you'll be happy for a short time and then it's gone. You want other things. You start asking yourself, okay, so is this all life is about? Ask the richest people. When you get to a certain level of wealth, you start asking, okay, so after all this money, then what? In fact, research shows that if somebody is involved in an accident and loses one leg, for instance, and another person wins $1 million, a lottery on the same day, 1 year later, they have the same level of happiness. Why? The joy fades, the sadness gets healed, and at the end of the day, they all have similar level of happiness. Why? Because it just doesn't work. This spiral just doesn't work. And you see it in the life of Mike Tyson.
Look at this stuff. This is history here. You are history.
This is garbage. I can say I bled for garbage.
So this is meaningless.
No, at one time it meant a lot. When you're just a young kid, this is everything to you. But then you realize your priorities change. And you just want your children to be happy and do nice things, and that makes you happy. This is nothing. This is just nothing, man.
And according to Abraham Maslow's theory, there's a hierarchy of needs, and the one that is on top is self-actualization. But what is self-actualization? The idea is that, okay, you get to this point, you fulfill everything, you are able to achieve everything you want in life, kind of, and that is the one that sits on top. In that sense, if you should get there, you shouldn't want anything more. But when you get there, you still realize that there is still something else. You see, it just doesn't work. That spiral never comes to an end. So it doesn't work. That's why Satan uses it. Number two, why does Satan use this trick? It creates a lot of confusion. So today people are thinking, oh, when I get money, I'll be happy. Some people are saying money doesn't bring happiness. Some people are saying, well, money actually does bring happiness. So much confusion about what it actually means to be fulfilled. And that confusion leads to my third point. It wastes your time and it wastes your life. So the reason why you are here, what you are supposed to do, you spend your time doing other things. And that makes him very happy because you are not fulfilling the purpose for which you are here. And that makes him very happy. Why else does he do this? Simply because that's not what you are supposed to do. He is creating a distraction from what you are here to do. And that gives him so much joy. Because the reason you are here, you are living outside that. And you couldn't be happier to see that. And finally, he uses this trick because it diverts you from having the true freedom. What it actually means to be free, to be actualized, to be fulfilled. It diverts your attention from that. That is why he uses this trick. And it works. It's been working throughout history. And he still uses it and it's working.
Why should all generations fall for this trick? This singular trick?
So we'll look at the solution as well. Before that, let me tell you what you need to know about fulfillment. The truth is that, as I earlier implied, it is never about what you are able to achieve. It is not. That is not what brings fulfillment. It's not about what you are able to achieve. That's why even in my book, Cheers and Tears of After School Life, I said that success is not a place that we get to. Success is having a certain lifestyle that you live every day. And it has a lot of explanation. Maybe some other day we'll go into that. Or you just read the book. It is never about what you're able to achieve for yourself. Fulfillment is not about the amount of fun you're able to have. People have a lot of it and they still ask questions. Is this what life is about? It's not about the wealth you're able to amass. You get there, you'll be happy for a few years, and you start asking yourself questions, because that is not what brings it. It's not about the awards you win. As I was saying earlier, it's just so simple. It's about feeling or understanding and coming to the point where you appreciate that you are part of something that is bigger than you. Fulfilling a purpose. Finding out why you are here. Not self-discovery in the sense of what you want to do.
The biggest reward is not financial benefits, though it's really good. You can get a lot of great shoes. Nothing wrong with great shoes. But those of you who have a lot of shoes know that having great shoes and a closet full of shoes or cars or houses or square footage doesn't fill up your life. It doesn't. But living a life of substance can. Substance through your service, your offering of your whole self.
Okay, so in my book again, Cheers and Tears of After School Life, I said achieving a lot in life is not about what you're able to get out of life. It's about what you're able to give. You are supposed to find out why you are here. Miles Monroe will tell you that the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. It's simply because there is a why.
Why was not created by you.
The why is something you have to discover and live in accordance with it. That is what brings you the highest form of fulfillment. That is why Paul in the Bible would say at the end of his life that I have fought a good fight. I have finished my race. Now a reward awaits me. Why? Because he finds himself as a part of something that is going on, a movement that is going on, as a part of something he was created to do. And he feels that he has fulfilled his part of that purpose that was not created by him. He found it out, he lived it out. That is the difference. You're supposed to find out why you are here. And that purpose, once again, is not by you. It is not a matter of self. Self is the trap. It's about finding out why you are here, the bigger picture, the bigger purpose, and living your life to fulfill that. If you do this, that is a thin line between the spiral and fulfillment. So finally, maybe this is all sounding to you like just a way to trap you back into that idea of
subjected to something, being enslaved to something, some dogmas, some religious books, some historical books, being entrapped,
Maybe that's how it's sounding to you. And let me come clean here. You see, there is nothing like freedom in life. Okay? We are all slaves to something. Yes, you are subjected to something. Whatever you are spending your time on, you are enslaved to it in the sense that it becomes your master. You are serving it with your time. And it will have consequences in your life. So it dictates whatever you are serving with your time, whatever you are spending your time on is your master. It could be your job, it could be your boss, it could be anything, it could be your habits. These are your masters. You are spending your time fulfilling their needs and they're going to pay you with a reward. You not run away from their consequences, whatever you are spending your time on. So it's better you choose the right master. That is the trick to life. There is nothing like freedom. The fact that you are not necessarily going according to the rules of some society or some book doesn't mean you are free. You are living in accordance with certain instructions that certain things are given you. So there is nothing like, you cannot live outside the dictate of everything. You are living in accordance with something, and that is your master. So you better choose the right master, the master that will give you fulfillment, the master that won't make you go spiral in all this cycle, in confusion, time wasting, and at the end of your life you spend so much time doing so many things and you still find that it doesn't bring any joy. And that is the trick that I want to rescue you from. So I want you to go back, maybe listen to this severally, share it with many people, and think through it and appreciate what I'm telling you. And it's going to change how you approach life. And you tell me probably many years from now that,
it is true, I've done it, and I realized that I've fought a good fight. I was part of this bigger picture, this bigger purpose. I found out why I was here, why I was created, why God created me, and I was able to fulfill that, and it gave me so much joy.
And there is no joy greater than that. So thank you so much for watching. This is Eqay Inspire, your wellspring of life transforming videos. Until I come your way again, remain blessed.